Aloha Leo Ohana, my name is Alicia Marie, also known as the Magic Siren, and this is your June 2025 Tarotscope forecast. Today I am using the Modern Witch deck, the Rider-Waite Centennial deck, the Wild Unknown Pocket deck, and both the Life Purpose and Romance Angel decks. If you're feeling called to any of the decks that I am using today, you can find all of them in my Amazon storefront, which is linked below. Quick announcement, I do have a brand new promo code for the month of June. Use SUMMER15 with no spaces at checkout on themagicsiren.com to get 15% off all personal readings. This includes emailed readings and live sessions. A massive thank you to everyone in our Patreon Ohana. Your support means so much to me. I post almost daily over there, and if you would like to join our little magical community, you can find that link below as well. And of course, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn your notifications on so you never miss a reading or a magical update. Okay, let's go ahead and dive into the cards and see what June has in store for you. Okay, Leos, let's dive right into your June 2025 Tarotscope forecast. We're going to do a 4-card spread just to get a nice, well-rounded outlook on what's to come for this month for you. And we're really asking Universe, Spirit, and Tarot to bring forth any messages, insight, or guidance that you need to know for June of 2025. I will be clarifying all of these with 2 other tarot decks, some oracle decks. So let's just dive right in and enjoy these messages. So we do have 4 cards coming out here for you. Let's go ahead and take a look. They are all in the reversal. When we see reversals come out in a tarot reading, it represents something that could have already happened, or there might be a slight challenge or an obstacle that is preventing these energies from showing in the upright. So we will clarify and kind of see what those challenges or obstacles might be as we move through the reading. But let's go ahead and see what we have here on the table so far. We have the Page of Pentacles in reverse, the Ace of Cups in reverse, the Tower in reverse, and the Emperor in reversal. So let's go ahead and start here with that Page of Pentacles. Now, the Page of Pentacles in the upright, it represents these sort of new opportunities that are coming in for you, and these opportunities really kind of catch your curiosity. These are those sort of seeds that we can start to plant in our life that are going to grow these sort of new ideas, new forms of security, new opportunities for us to be able to kind of level up. When we see this in that reversal position, it does feel like there is something here that is kind of blocking us, or there's that obstacle that is preventing us from finding these new sort of curious ideas, curious opportunities, or chances. We'll be able to hopefully overcome those as time goes on through the month of June, but it feels like the month of June might not be this month of abundant new opportunity and choice. If anything, this is going to be that sort of beginning of the path to overcome or remove some obstacles that might be preventing these new opportunities from coming in. We have the Ace of Cups in reversal here. And the Ace of Cups in the upright is this really divine opportunity for new emotional fulfillment. You can see that this Ace of Cups is being handed to us from the universe, right? So anytime you see a cloud with the hands coming out in a tarot card, it does mean that this is the hand of universe handing you something. And you're being given this sort of chance for emotional fulfillment when we see this card in the upright. Knowing that this is showing in the reversal for you, there is something here that is stopping us from feeling these newfound opportunities of emotional fulfillment. When we gain emotional fulfillment, we get it from many different things in our life. It's not just romantic relationships. We get it from passionate projects that we are involved in. We can get emotional fulfillment from our job, from our spiritual journey, from our friendships, from hobbies, or different sort of projects that maybe we started throughout the last couple of months. There is so many opportunities on a regular basis to have emotional fulfillment that when we see this Ace of Cups in reversal, we might be blocking ourselves from seeing that there are more things here to give us emotional fulfillment. Maybe some of you are feeling a a lack of emotional fulfillment for the first 2 weeks of June. And it'll be necessary for us to be able to overcome those challenges so that way we can open up the space for new opportunities for stability and success, as well as emotional fulfillment. Now, we do have the Tower in reversal. This is the one card in the reversal so far in this spread that I like seeing in this position. This means that this Tower moment has probably already happened for you. The Tower moments consist of unexpected shifts and changes that really are uncomfortable to kind of deal with. These Tower moments can consist of, losing a job or getting a flat tire or having to unexpectedly move. Sometimes this could be the ending of a relationship or something major in your life that you just were not expecting to happen. And so when I see this in the reversal, it tells me that this has already happened. This is something that's already kind of had its process in your life, in this chapter of your life. And now that this Tower has fallen, you get the opportunity to do a couple of things here. The first thing you can do is take a look at the foundation that you built that Tower on. More than likely, there are some cracks in that foundation. That's why the Tower ended up falling. And we get the opportunity to be able to repair those cracks. So that might be some of the challenge or the obstacle that is preventing these new opportunities for emotional fulfillment and for opportunities for success and stability as a whole, because we need to repair those cracks that are in the foundation. Now, outside of repairing those cracks in that foundation, we can look at these Tower moments almost kind of like if you think about like a wildfire. After the fire, the soil is very much fertile. So after we see any sort of major natural disaster or anything of that nature, the soil becomes very fertile as time goes on. When the Tower falls, it fertilizes the soil as well. So any new seeds that you do end up planting, and when we talk about planting new seeds, this is like our manifestations, this is our seeds of intention, this is planting seeds of things to grow in our life, right? Those seeds are being planted in soil that is extremely fertile, meaning that those seeds will grow quickly, they're going to grow strong, they're going to grow abundant. And so we get this chance to repair the cracks in the foundation so we can build or grow something stronger on top of it in soil that is fertilized as well. And then the third thing we get to do after that Tower falls is rise like the phoenix. The phoenix always rises from the rubble and the ash from the towers falling. And so if you've gone through a Tower moment in the last couple of weeks in your life, or maybe from the beginning of the year, since we're kind of at that midway point of 2025, allow yourself to rise from those ashes. Remember that the Tower fell for a reason. That reason is for you to be able to build something new in your life, something that will be very stable and be around for the long term. We're seeing the Emperor in the reversal, but the Emperor in the upright represents this sort of authority and longevity. Sometimes when we see this, we can associate it with love and romantic relationships, meaning this could be somebody that comes into your life and wants to be around for a long time, wants to put down roots with you, really kind of be there and be that solid sort of person and space for you. But this can also represent different things in our life, whether it's a job, a home, a way of thinking. These are things that we will continue to build on for the long term. But again, we're seeing all of these in the reversal. I want to go ahead and actually pull out our second deck and kind of clarify a little bit. I want to see some clarity. I want to know, what are these obstacles? What are these challenges? Look at this. 3 of Swords in reversal. I mean, there was something emotionally difficult that we dealt with in the past that is still affecting us now. And more than likely, this 3 of Swords felt like the Tower moment. We have the 10 of Swords in reversal. We have a lot of cards that kind of just came out here together. We have the World, the High Priestess. I am going to take these other 3 as well. You got a lot of bonus cards for you this month. Let's go ahead. I'm going to kind of scoot all of these over so you can see all of them on the screen, and I'll go ahead and start kind of talking about them. So we do have that 3 of Swords in reversal. We have the 10 of Swords. We have the High Priestess and the World coming out on top of that tower. 3 major arcana cards all on top of each other right here. Whatever this tower moment was, whatever that energy was of having to really kind of change up your life, whatever it was major. And it was something that is going to continue to affect you moving forward, probably for the rest of your life. It was a big crossroads moment there for you. We also have the 7 of Cups, the 7 of Wands, and the 9 of Cups in the reversal. I want to go ahead and talk about each one of these. We are going to clarify with another tarot deck to get some even deeper messages, but let's go ahead and digest these first. This 3 of Swords, when we see this in the upright, this is an emotionally difficult situation. This could feel like a heartbreak. This could feel like something really affected you in an emotionally draining way. So when we see this in the reversal, this can represent a period where we are starting to heal from that. I feel like the month of June for you, Leo, is going to be all about healing from things of the past. Whatever the tower moment was, whatever this was, whether it was the ending of a relationship, the ending of a job, the ending of a living situation, whatever it was, this affected you mentally, spiritually, emotionally, maybe even physically. We are trying now to rise from this, to 100% once and for all end this chapter, end this sort of painful chapter, and allow new opportunities for happiness, fulfillment, success, longevity to come into our life. The 10 of Swords in the reversal, it's almost kind of like we're lingering between this painful ending and a fresh start. And maybe we're holding on to the memories of whatever this was. For some of you, this was a heartbreak. And whether your heart was broken by a romantic partner, a friend, a family member, maybe it was a project that didn't go the way you wanted it to. Maybe you were really loyal to a job for a really long time and you were let go. This just feels like there was this emotional sort of betrayal that happened. And we feel almost like we were stabbed in the back. Look at all these swords, But now is the time to take the swords out of your back. Allow yourself to say enough is enough. I have completed this chapter and I'm ready to move forward. I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to get into my highest good before next month, because next month is the beginning of your birthday season, Leo. So if we can take this time in the month of June and really allow ourselves to heal from these things of the past, by the time Leo season starts, you're going to be ready to go. The world represents completion. It represents the ending of the fool's journey. You took a leap of faith into something. You ended up having the whole progress of going through that leap of faith, from the fool being the number 0 all the way to the ending of the world. Through that process, we either gained some sort of knowledge and information, we learned a lesson, we had experiences, whatever it was, take it, process it, and release what no longer serves you. Because you're being told right now from your universe and your spirit guides that you have completed this chapter in your life. You have completed this journey. It is okay to move forward, to heal, to remove those swords from your back. This 3 of Swords talks about, when it's in the reversal, a lot of people will say it's about forgiveness. And I don't believe everybody deserves your forgiveness, but I believe every single one of you that are watching this deserve to forgive yourself for carrying any emotional weight that you have been carrying since this tower moment happened. I think a lot of you also have been intuitively hearing that it's time for you to continue to heal and move forward, overcome this obstacle and challenge once and for all, and open up the space for new seeds to be planted in your life. But maybe we're having a hard time choosing which direction to go in because we have the 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups is being spoiled for choice. And I know I just sort of glanced over this High Priestess. For those of you that don't know, the High Priestess is all about your intuition, listening to your intuition, that gut instinct that tells you to move forward, to heal, to open up space and plant new seeds. Let's listen to that. Take some time this June and work on building out your intuition. Maybe that intuition is trying to help you choose what direction, what path, which way to move forward. The 7 of Cups says there's a lot of options available to you. There's a lot of choices here. Which one will we choose? Or are we going to feel overwhelmed by the amount of choice and opportunity that is available to us that we just let our blessings pass us by? The thing about the Seven of Cups that I always like to remind everyone, but especially my clients, I always try and remind that even if you choose, you can see that every cup has something different, okay? Every cup has something different. This cup has jewels. This cup has success. This cup has a snake. So each cup is something different. And let's say you accidentally pick the cup with the snake. Okay, that might not be the cup that you want to stick with for the long term, but that snake is there to teach you something. And when you put that cup back on the shelf and you go and choose another cup, you will have the knowledge and the experience that you gained from the cup with the snake moving forward. So let's say you make a decision moving forward and it ends up not being the decision that you really wanted. That is okay. You can always go back to the drawing board. But standing in a place of stagnant energy and not allowing yourself to move forward, now that could start to be a little bit more harmful to you than if you were to choose the wrong cup. The Seven of Wands tells me that there is a little bit of a defensive energy that's coming in for you right now. Whether you feel like you have to defend yourself against everyone else, maybe you're defending your actions, you're defending your choices, you're defending your words, or just who you are. Maybe you're defending your point of view. There feels like there's this energy of like almost kind of feeling like the world is against you. Let's take a step back from that energy. Let's try our best to retreat here a little bit. And let's do a little bit of this sort of meditative practice, okay? As your therapist, I'm going to challenge you this month to at least once a week sit down and ask yourself some of the bigger picture questions. Instead of taking the time to defend your actions and your choices and defending, who you are, retreat from that and let's sit with ourselves and ask ourselves who we are. What do we want? What does ultimate happiness look like for you? What does ultimate success look like for you? What do you need in order to feel happy and joy and fulfilled in this lifetime? Finding out the answer to your bigger picture questions is going to help you fulfill those wishes in life. The Nine of Cups in the upright does represent wish fulfillment. It represents understanding what the Ten of Cups even looks like for you. And right now it's like, because we had this big tower moment that happened, some point in the last 6 months, we've lost a little bit of who we are. We're having a hard time listening to our intuition. We're lingering between this sort of painful memories of what used to be or what could have been. And we're still feeling betrayed. We're feeling still a little bit hurt. But the universe is trying to send in new opportunities and new blessings for you. And we're blocking them a little bit because we're kind of stuck. Look at that. The Eight of Cups just came flying out of here, okay? Look at this Eight of Cups. Walk away from what is no longer serving you. Walk away from what is no longer serving you. Leo, if you don't take anything else away from this reading, take away this message. Walk away. Walk away. Allow yourself to have the joy, to have the happiness, to have the new opportunities. For some of you, this is walking away is going to feel like a whole nother tower moment. And I understand that feeling. But if you don't allow yourself to walk away from these things that are no longer serving you in the month of June, you're going to find yourself in the same exact position for the month of July. And I would hate to see you start off the beginning of Leo season still blocking our blessings because we're kind of stuck in between limbo. If you're having a hard time moving forward, reach out to your friends and your family. You have the Three of Cups here. The Three of Cups represents spending time with your friends, your family, celebrating how far you've come in life, and doing things that make you feel good and fun. But this tower moment is coming out again. This is your one and only double, which means it's the biggest theme or the biggest message to take away from this reading, which means that there's going to be uncomfortable shifts and changes as you continue to walk away and release whatever this was in the past. You are emotionally mature enough. You are emotionally healed enough. You are emotionally in a place where it is okay to start moving forward. Some of you might be holding on to the judgment or the opinions of others a little bit too difficult here, or a little bit too hard, and it's making it difficult for you to move forward. I am going to pull out our oracles here in just a minute, but I want to just say, kind of as a summary here, because I know that this was a lot of information for you. But the month of June is telling a story of healing, of walking away from things that are no longer serving you, from allowing the towers to fall in your life that need to fall. So that way, the second half of 2025 can actually be the time that you build things that will be there for you for the long term. Lean on your friends, lean on your community. Allow yourself to do things that make you feel good, and don't be afraid to start making decisions and choices to open the space in your life to plant new seeds. I want to go ahead and pull out our love oracles here. This is all about emotions and what's going on in terms of emotions when it comes to June of 2025 for you, Leo. I really kind of just want to see what's going on, because there was a lot of emotional heartache here from the past that you have already done quite a bit of healing. Look at this. You have somebody trying to come back from your past, and maybe that's why we have this tower moment. Your ex is your ex for a reason. This friendship that maybe ended, it ended for a reason. Okay? When I see reconciliation, I'm always saying that reconciliation is just an opportunity for you to find closure. Okay? Go ahead and find that closure and that reconciliation. And then express how you feel moving forward. Express your energy moving forward. You know, that reconciliation, more than likely somebody is going to return into your life mid-June. And when it does, it feels like the tower moment all over again. Don't go back. Walk away. Walk away. Allow yourself to protect your peace. And don't be afraid to speak your truth. I think for some of you, you've been holding back. There's something here that maybe you want to get off your chest when it comes to this person or this situation, okay? You're going to be given a chance in the month of June to say what it is that you need to say. Don't be afraid to say it. You also have travel. Your life purpose involves traveling. If you're feeling overwhelmed by all of this, maybe plan a staycation. Maybe go on a road trip. Maybe take a little vacation somewhere if you can. Do some traveling. All right. Overall, Leo, this is actually one of the more powerful messages for the month of June. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. You know, I will say this. There's so much tower energy here that I would highly recommend being gentle on yourself and opening space for new opportunities and chances. If you would like a personal reading with me, you can always go to themagicsiren.com and get a personal reading over there. I also post almost daily over on Patreon, so I hope to see you over in that community as well. And I do post here on YouTube regularly, so be sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn your notifications on so you never miss another video. And until the next one, stay safe. Aloha.